Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180! I'm going to run you. White. Run you over. Slay. One, Omaha. Bravo. I got you. 52.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught. Shepard.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. On the draw, this is Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
One, Omaha.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
What? Who's the team? Hey, hey. Here you go.
A first carry for the former Falcon. Tevin Coleman gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Touch 50, touch 50.
51, minor trip. I got you, pop. 51.
Here's Wilson to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey,
watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, let's go.
Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, gun.
From the 39, Garoppolo caught by Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
I got you.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
65. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go. 180.
Too low, cut.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go.
Hey, alert. 11. Go ahead.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. This beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Let's go, 14.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bears take over. We've got this at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 90. Stick. Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 12. Hey, come on.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, alert. Down. Hey, orbit. Watch left. All day, baby, all day. 21. Check 43. Two. Down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Coleman now. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now we give right side Coleman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taken in at the 22. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.